If the body can talk, are you listening? Do you even know the language of the body? The way you think your body talks is not. How the body talks is not the way you think on the surface. If we can connect to what the messages of the body, there's great secrets to true health. Let's begin a little bit about myself. So my name is Irene. I am normally people as a BodyTalk practitioner. So I do BodyTalk session. I also teach BodyTalk. I teach a self-help course and as well as a certification course. In case you want to learn and be a certified practitioner, links that you can refer to and contact me later. We're going to start with what is BodyTalk in a nutshell, if I can summarize in 5 bullet points. Or what a BodyTalk session can do. Actually, it helps over time to bring the person or the body back into default setting or factory setting. You know, when we are born, we have certain potentials in you, but then over the years, we forgot who we are. So I like to ask this question without sounding very racist. If you and I are born in India or a Western country, would you be who you are today? Why not? Your cells still the same. Culture, conditioning, environment. What this one class? Opportunities, the lifestyle. So which means, who are you actually? You are still conditioned within the Singapore context. So at the end of the day, who are you? Who you think you are? What you think you can do or can't do? The health challenges that you have are all conditionings. So we want to find out from the body, what is this conditioning? Then we want to live a life, I believe, not just finding money and wealth. I hope that you guys would aim to want to live a life purposeful. So purposeful means as simple as whatever you do, you are happy. So from a scale on 1 to 10, 10 means you're very happy with what you do on a day-to-day basis. Anybody 8 and above? Okay, excellent. So intended purpose. What's your purpose in this life? If you're a parent, then I just want to be a parent the best that I can. I'm referring to every single cell in your body. It comes with the programming. How come our parents do their business, right? The 2 cells when they meet, right? How come they know how to make liver, make heart, make this, make that? There is an intelligence inside our body, but over time we forgot. And over time when we forgot, we are not able to process life experiences. We get very hung up with how things work. So BodyTalk, one thing very unique is there's no good and bad. The body doesn't know what's good and bad. The cell say, my job is to do this, I shall do that. The problem is sometimes we had a good experience, this is the best. Then therefore any other experience is not better. So we also get stuck. So in that context, there's no good and bad. It's just experience. You would like to be able to absorb the new experiences, digest it, go out the other way. Then we move on. Your smartphones, right? I believe everyone uses smartphone right now. Every now and then, update. If we're not able to do this, if something traumatic happened or something intense happened, we were in shock, we're not able to digest or eliminate, we become contaminated. So we want to be able to recognize our limiting belief, not just push it underneath the carpet, something I need to process, not about it's okay. If you have that thought, means it's not okay. You see, your body is trying to tell you something and then you try to brush it off. Right? So just recognize that there is something. And then finally, this is where disease manifests. Right? We got this, whatever. So every single cell got information, right? If the liver is not able to process something, the liver can get clogged at some point. The heart is not able to experience something. Something is going to happen to that. Yeah. My job as a BodyTalk practitioner is not here to get rid of your symptom. Right? Say, I come with a headache. Interesting, in a BodyTalk session, the body decides what is the priority that body needs healing from within. Yeah, so that makes BodyTalk very unique and then very difficult to explain. For those who have learned BodyTalk, it's like your friend asks you, what's BodyTalk? I don't know. It's as good as we are all adults. I don't see any kids tonight. If I were to ask you, what is life? Can you explain in simple words? Because this is about you being who you are. You want to clean out all those layers of contamination. Okay, so agenda for tonight, after introducing BodyTalk in a nutshell, so what can you expect tonight? The hierarchy of disease manifestation. Though there's an order and sequence, how disease manifests at the physical or even mental or emotional level. Later on, at number 5, you'll be designing your own roadmap for health, so you don't walk away empty-handed. So at point 2, I'll just go through the theory, then we will come back for you to do your own self-assessment where you are right now. I will explain the health challenges from the perspective of 5 elements. And what are the 5 levels of healing solutions? So what can you do? But first you need to know your point A before you get to point B. And then this is where I said that you will be able to do your own self-assessment to support your body to heal itself. How many have heard of this term, body heal itself? What does it really mean? It means different things to different people. So, like I say, you want to listen to your body, you need to understand the body's language. Like those of you who know sign language, right? A, B, C. So this is the body's language, which is the protocol. In a BodyTalk session, I'm like a translator of your body. I listen to your body through this protocol. We call this the protocol. These are the body's alphabets. The information in this chart comprises of tangible stuff. That means your organs, your endocrines, your body part, the Western anatomy or anatomy and physiology. It also comprises of this thing called 5 senses. You have 0 life experience if you don't have the 5 senses. Imagine if someone is born without the 5 senses. Do you think they have a belief system? No input affects us big time. Energy pathway, meridian flow. For energy flow, you still can map out the pathway of meridian. That's why it's still considered tangible. Environment, I think you guys have said it in so many ways, right? Environment affects our health. It's just that we're just probably not thinking of how much environment has affected us, right? Like I say, if you're born in India, then you could be 100% different person at some level. So environment will be micro. Micro means the smaller group, which is your family, your close group, your teachers, your smaller group. Macro is planetary, how far you want to go. The planetary influence affects us as well. So if there's tangible, there's intangible. So what are intangibles? The microbiomes inside your gut or everywhere in your body. We have 100 trillion cells in our body. 90% of this microbiome. We have only 10% human cells. We are 9% bugs. Intangible means we can't pinpoint. There's so many trillions of them, right? Oh, this strain of bacteria is there. Unless you are super intuitive, you cannot. But generally, it's just all over the place. Memories and trauma. It gets stored all over our body. And we have all heard of this word cellular memory, muscle memory. You learn how to ride a bicycle, you will always know how to ride a bicycle. There is a backup copy inside our head. It's like a backup copy of all the memories inside our body. So this one is the one that sometimes causes the problem. The thoughts, the mind, the beliefs. Later on, there is a technique that you guys will learn how to do this reboot and clean up these filters on a regular basis. Finally, intangible, genetic and family influences. What's the term? Monkey see, monkey do. You see how our parents behave, we still behave. Then we transfer it to the next generation. Don't realize that those of you who, if you have kids, you notice that your kids start to mirror your problem. They start to behave exactly like you. Then you go to a therapist, I want to fix my kid. Normally I say like, I want to see you. I want to see your kid. Or after I see a kid a few times, right? Then I'll suggest, Auntie, would you like to come for a session yourself? That sort of thing. Because how much of a kid you want to fix? It's still one way or another translated down there. The only challenge sometimes is that the issue gets the transmutation. Just like COVID, we all know that the virus transmuted already, right? So there's problems that we take over from our ancestors. Right? So not to blame our parents. Like they do what they know. We also do what we know to the kids. If not, then we don't have to stop anything to the child already, right? So we do, we have awareness, we move on. Okay, so this is the language of the body. So the topic tonight is root cause. So there's no If you notice, I put inverted comma in most of my writings when I say root cause. There's no one root cause. Everything happened non-stop. So you can't say, oh, because of this, then this happened. Then I ask you, you heard of this word cause and effect. Cause come first or effect come first? Chicken and egg. Maybe it's because I need to do that and therefore I do this now. So it's an ongoing process. This root cause is a myth. Of course, we want to know how we get to that, the logic mind wants to know, but this ongoing thing. So we need to accept life, process, digest, eliminate, move on, update, upgrade. Yeah, so that's really BodyTalk in a bigger nutshell. It is not linear. There's how many trillion cells and nerves and hormones and whatever not in the body. If it's cortisol technique you don't like, fine, go learn a self-help technique that helps to get your body out of fight and flight mode. And don't think linearly. If you want to do healing, healing doesn't work. So that one is, to me, that's treatment, that's therapy. Treatment, therapy, healing is three very different things. Yeah. The body is really fighting all that. How do you know if I'm fighting? Routines. When's the last time you do something creative? When is the last time you do something very different? How often do you change from one thing to another? 3 years ago and 3 years now. Anything change in your life? Good. If not, then firefighting. In a sense that you just cope with life. So that is a very bad word. It's not healing. I'm coping well. It's just Satan coping well. Right? We don't want to cope with life. We want to live life. We don't want to pass time in life. Yeah? So what we need to do is we need to declutter every day. We go toilet every day. We need to declutter the mind, the emotion, the physical body, the spirit, whatever you want to call it. We need to update and upgrade our system. We are very outdated already. Questions so far before I play this video? So interesting, right? We have a brand new body between 7 to 10 years. That means whatever symptoms that we're having technically shouldn't last. But we are all very contaminated. Either beliefs or the cells or whatever it is. It's almost like if the container is dirty, how much new water that you put in is still contaminated, so the symptoms still continues. So this intelligence is who I'm dealing with in the BodyTalk sessions, not what you say on the conscious level.